Hello everyone and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today we are going to tune in with the energy of Summer Moon Utah Wells. Let's bring in the energy of Summer and the energy surrounding Summer's disappearance. We did ask about the Red Barrel video, but today I want to know about those videos that were supposedly taken on June 15th, the day that Summer disappeared. And I'm talking about the horse pond video, the watering hole, and the video in the backseat of the car. And I always thought that Summer looks like such a little angel in that photo, but a lot of people do think Summer could have passed in that photo. So we're going to see what Spirit has to say. I feel like she looks very relaxed, but I don't know, she just looks like a sleeping child, a beautiful sleeping girl, but I always thought maybe she was dosed up to be in a deep sleep. But let's see what Spirit has to say, because a lot of people have a lot of different theories and I just want to see what the cards can tell us. So let's start with the tarot. We're going to ask about the horse pond video over here to the left and the car video over on the right, because they happened one after the other, supposedly. So let's see if we get a continuation of a story. Okay, so Summer Wells and the energy of the horse pond video with Hunter, Candace. Apparently Grandis was there, but even Grandis herself said she wasn't. So yeah, they can't even get their own story straight, it seems. What can you tell us about the horse pond video? Was it taken that day that Summer disappeared? What is the energy behind that video? So we have the Seven of Wands: obstacles, ignorance, pretense, threats, disempowered, and insecure. So a pretense is like a precursor, something that happened before, but they could have been at that place for false pretenses. And I do feel like Candace gets insecure, and she did get very upset when she was at that place with the interview room. So there is some sort of threat to Candace's position. It gives her anxiety when she thinks of that day. And it could be the fact she was buying and giving Hunter a drink when he was underage, but also the fact that maybe she was doing inappropriate things with Hunter. This has been speculated, and I do feel like with this card that, yeah, she knew that she could control him in a sense, and she was taking advantage of her power, basically. So what else can you tell us about the horse pond video with Summer and Hunter? I'm hearing a ringing in my right ear. We have judgment in reverse, a failure to face the facts, delay, disappointment, blame, and doubt. So ignoring a warning call. We also have the moon in reverse, which is the truth, recognizing the deception and getting clarity about this wrong judgment, this wrongdoing. So something that happened that was inappropriate, that Candace, even Hunter, wants to keep hidden, maybe will be exposed. But I do feel like maybe this could have been a place that Hunter and Candace went for their trysts or trysts, whatever. Eight of Cups, the walking away card. Yeah, okay. So this was a precursor to what they knew was going to happen to Summer later that day. So the pretense was that it was intentional to capture a video, but this could have been a private place that maybe just Candace and Hunter went before together because they knew they would be judged if the truth came to light. Okay, so maybe Ali could have found out at some point and taken it out on Candace. We're going to put this over here. Let's get the tea on the car video, the car seat. Was that taken the same day as the horse pond video? And if so, what is the continuation of this story? Yeah, my throat feels all blocked up. So maybe there was some medication or something given to Summer. The Two of Wands, self-worth. Yeah, okay. What do we need to know? Wow, a lot of them fell. We have the Ten of Pentacles, completion. And we have the Knight of Cups, dreaming. And authority in reverse, which would be the Emperor. So an egotistical man, dreaming. Ten of Pentacles would be money and family business, and self-worth. This could be the Two Wands, which I'm just thinking of Candace and Hunter as the Two Wands in my mind. So I don't know if Hunter was in the car. Apparently it was Grandis that said that, but I was never sure who the other person was in the car. But I feel like Summer was dreaming, but they were putting this plan into action, the plan into motion. We also have the Hermit, which is contemplation. So this was kind of paving out that time frame because they knew that by the end of that day or afternoon, Summer will be gone. Summer will get gone. So yeah, this is kind of a young energy, a young man. So Hunter, young man energy. I'm thinking of Andy's son also, and even Summer's brothers. So I don't know, but knights usually represent a young man, and the Hermit is about spiritual enlightenment. So maybe one day a young man will get the spiritual enlightenment in order to kind of tell us a little bit more. We have the Page of Wands, courage, excitement, a free spirit. So this could be Summer's energy, or it could be another young energy that wants to set themselves free and unburden themselves. Maybe they know some sort of secret knowledge with the Hermit, but they're keeping it to themselves right now. But the truth will set you free. Yeah, okay, so let's ask the true crime cards. We'll get 3 on each. Okay, so what do we need to know about the horse pond video? Can I just get 3? What was going on, or the reason for that horse pond video? We've got fire, we've got homicide with a knife, and power supply. Okay, so I'm thinking of fired up. Something about evidence. So burning evidence, but you're not really going to burn evidence at the horse pond. You're kind of getting evidence, and then this can be kind of like a fire up your ass kind of a thing. So this was them covering their ass, putting energy into proving that Summer was there, was alive. But when it comes to the actual plan of Summer, it's like the plan could have went haywire, and it's like going from the frying pan straight into the fire. We also have alive. I don't think this is Summer. I'm thinking Jose. This could be Jose. We have death. Yeah, so Jose could have been involved in all that money stuff. Justice. Yeah. Maybe it could be Jose that comes to light. I don't know. Let's see. Someone could let the cat out of the bag though, metaphorically speaking. So what do we need to know about Summer in the car on June 15th? Was this on June 15th? And what was the purpose of that video? Dismemberment. Okay, so separating something, preparing for the separation. We have fraud. Okay. What else do we need to know? Surveillance. So in a sense, this was a fake pretense to show that Summer was here at this time and this would be indisputable. But what could be disputable is when the videos were taken, because this seems fraudulent. There's something fraudulent about this video. So the one at the horse pond could have been taken that day, but the one in the car could have been from another time, a separate trip, and this is under false pretenses. It was just kind of to double down on the sense that Summer was there, Summer was alive. I do think she was alive in both these videos, and a spouse partner was in on this or involved. Yeah, so something about that video in the backseat being separate to June 15th. Yeah, and I'm getting neighborhood. So it's making me think of Jody Sue, Andy Bernard. Maybe the numbers 101 or 102 could be significant. But let's see, let's get a little bit more tea on the story. Let's get the bigger picture on these videos. So let's get the emotions first. So what were the intentions behind the horse pond video? True colors. Okay, what were the intentions? Ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. So there was definitely something that was going on that was wrong. Someone would be arrested for what they were doing. Yeah, demand and supply. So I feel that not only is Don a predator who ran in the predatory circles, birds of a feather flock together, but I also feel like Candace is a predator, and she was grooming Hunter in the same way that her and Don were grooming Summer, because they like to have control in a world that they felt like they had very little control in. Yeah, we have drinking, toxic lifestyle. So Candace and Hunter were definitely drinking, and they could have also been doing other things that were inappropriate at the horse pond. And yeah, play with fire, you'll get burnt. So maybe they did get a fright when Summer went under the water, and they could have been afraid that, you know, they would be charged with something if something had have happened to Summer there. But with the power supply and the alive coming before that, I do feel like she was alive after getting out of the pond. And I feel like this video, the car video, is from a different day. But let's see. What were the intentions? Whoa! Behind the car video. We have firestorm, so karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown. Okay, the calm before the storm is what I'm hearing. We have GPS, going somewhere. What else do we need to know about the intentions? We have twin flames. Okay, and there's some more fire. So I feel like this was Summer going somewhere to be traffic, but this was like the calm before the storm. We also have heartbreak, and there's more fire. So there's no smoke without fire. And Yeah, someone is covering their face or hiding their identity because they don't want the firing squad to be aimed at them. So I don't know why I keep thinking of Jose. I did do a reading on Jose and Ali. I can link it in the description for those of you that are interested. I did get that if he's not really dead, he is in witness protection. So I don't know. I don't know if he's significant, but he could be. What's the T on the horse pond video? We have impersonator, wants to be like you, looks like copies you. Okay. What's the T on the horse pond video? Careless, no car, repo, car issues. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of just making me think of like a dogging spot. So I don't know if the horse pond is known as one of those local dogging spots, but it could be. This impersonator energy. We also have dirty offer. So yeah, I feel like dirty things were being done at that dirty pond. And someone was trying to hide their identity or their true nature. Groomer. Yeah, it's giving Candace is a groomer, hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. Oh, they were getting it all right. But with the focus on money, you know, this is telling me that when it comes to summer, it's like outings were planned in accordance to like customers and stuff that day. I don't know if she got delivered or the shed could have been a pickup spot, but there were dirty offers and dirty hands all around. Dirty cash. Money talks. Someone might talk if the money is right. What's the T on the video of Summer in the backseat? What is the T on that video? Scarcity tactics. What is the T on that video? So something is manipulated or manipulative about that video. Bad reputation. This is making me think of Robin. Okay, so let's see. Dodging bullets. We also have rejected. Okay. So there's something off, something wrong about that video, something we're not seeing, something that's been manipulated, and it was done strategically and for nefarious purposes. And I do feel like they often maybe brought Summer places or met up with people who had nefarious purposes for money reasons. We have Boss Daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO. So who is this wealthy CEO man, and did Summer end up in his dirty hands at some point? And this is why justice hasn't been done, because this person could be even above the law, or they could have connections with the law. We have broke ass. So this was for money. When it comes to Summer, she was a commodity. And I do feel like maybe this was a video from another day when she was sedated to be brought, trafficked, etc. Okay, let's just get the story cards and see how both videos fit into the overall story of Summer Wells. And then we are going to get the dictionary before we go. But there is a lot going on here, and there's method to the madness. They weren't just taking pictures of Summer for the memories. I don't really think Candace cared that much, frankly. Okay, so how does the horse pond video fit into the Summer Wells story? Please and thank you. How does the horse pond video fit into the overall story? Wildflower. Summer is a wildflower, and she's captured the hearts of the whole world. We also have serendipity. Yeah, and this is kind of like a fun fair. Home. faith in reverse. So I feel like unholy things were happening. Summer was a curious wildflower and she was playing and having fun, even in the midst of darkness. It's so sad. She needed protecting. How does the car video fit into the overall story of Summer's disappearance? We have healing in reverse. So she could have been injured. People have speculated as to whether she was injured because some people think they see blood underneath the seatbelt. So there is a possibility that she had some sort of injury or she wasn't feeling well. Someone hurt her. We have seeking. Yeah, and this is swimming. So this swimming energy, maybe it was the same day, like a continuation after the swimming. Did she get a bit injured? Yes. Okay. And this was all for the purposes to have her seen out, to be brought home, and the meeting spot would be maybe the sheds. Would Candace Hunter have met anyone when they were out? I'm not really sure. We do have work in reverse. Yeah, and we've got a neighbour. I think I have these all in reverse. So Jody Sue was watching. She's always watching. There was a fox. Oh, I read that as a fox, but this is box of rain. So a box could be significant. And work. So this was all to make the plan work. And there could have been, you know, fatherly figures overseeing and making demands, because a lot of the times I think Candace wouldn't do these things of her own volition, but if someone told her what to do to make it look like A, B, or C, well, that's what she can do or would do, because, yeah, Dawn told her to do it. Did we get the emotions? I think we did. So we have to get the dictionary. So yeah, I don't really know. I'm a bit confused. This is either a yes for it was the same day, or this was a trafficking journey and she was being trafficked from home or brought to other homes, barns, sheds, etc. People were seeking, and as they say, seek and you shall find, and that ties in the Red Barrel video, the advertisements. You know, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, it's all hidden in plain sight. Okay, so what do we need to know about those two videos? Please and thank you, Spirit. J. So J is significant. Someone with a first name beginning with J. Jabber. Someone might talk. Jack. A jack of all trades. Jackal. A jackass. A jackdaw. A crow could be significant. A jackknife. I do feel like a knife is the cause of death. A jaguar. A jailbird. Someone was a jailbird. Someone breaks the law. All of them break the law. A janitor. January could be significant. Japanese. A jar. J. Jaundice. Someone could be called J for short. Jazz. Jaywalk. Jealous. Jelly. Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, it's just bringing in the religious church aspect. Jerry. Someone could be called Jerry. Jersey. Jest. Jewel. A Jew. Jesus. A Jesuit. And a jiffy bag. So yeah, money in a bag or an envelope. And yeah, what's this? A Jacobite? I don't know what that is, but it's giving kind of secret societies. Anything else for those videos? Someone could someone could begin with the throat. Something about the throat. So yeah, it's like something was given to Summer to sedate her, to chill her out. A lunatic. The moon is significant. Summer moon. Lungs. Lupin, that could be significant. Allure, lurid, ghastly, and crude. So everything about this case is lurid. Someone was lurking. Was this Andy? Andy's son. Luxury. Lycra. Lying in. Confinement to bed for childbirth. That could be significant. Limp. A lynx. Okay, a master of the arts. Macaw. A parrot. Okay. So macrobate, soften by soaking. Machete. Machine. A code. Yeah, these PDF files, they speak in code. Macho, mackerel. We have cloth. A waterproof coat. Was someone wearing one of them? Someone's in the mafia. The cornbread mafia. Madonna. Someone has a Madonna complex. Madeira, mademoiselle, mad cow disease. A madman. And magenta. Maggot. Okay. Yeah, a secret criminal organization. And it is also making me think of the Freemasons too. So, yeah, this is all very macabre, if that would be the right word. And it's like these videos could have also been used as lures in a sense. But to me, it was kind of hidden knowledge or an open secret to everyone in that neighborhood that Summer was a commodity, and maybe there was a few of them that even participated. So there's a lot of skin in the game, and that's why there's so many people out there who will literally fight to the death to keep the truth covered. But let's pray that what's done in the dark will come to light and be exposed in the name of Summer's justice. Amen. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this, what you think. Do you think those two videos were taken on the same day, or what do you think they could represent? Because it's like the Matrix. They're all pieces of a larger puzzle. And when it comes to seeing the bigger picture, we can find the links that will tie it all together. Let me know if you have any more questions in regards to this case or any of the other cases. I will put the Summer Wells playlist in the description below, and I will see and connect with all of you again in the next one. Until next time, goodbye and God bless. Mwah.